Hello everybody. Today I choose to talk to you from a European cafe. Why? George Steiner declared that it was the symbol of the European identity, and what better place to speak about the European elections than this wonderful cafe in Moulins, my city. Justice and Peace Europe chose to concentrate and to focus on the European elections in this year's concerted action. So these elections took place yesterday. What happened? What is the result? What can we hope for the four major themes we tried to and decided to concentrate on? So first of all, one needs to say good news, very good news. 1 out of 2 Europeans decided to take part in the vote in the elections. This is 20 years ago that we had this level of participation, and the first time since 1979 that election participation went up. So we have therefore reasons to be very happy about the European elections. The second thing is that when we look at the results, that the extremes taken together did not really progress. Neither the far left, nor the right, nor the far right made very important progress, which is also good news from our point of view. Of course, the far right won a bit more. They are about 160, 70 seats, will have seats in that number. The far left less, but nevertheless there is a strong center. More than 500 seats go to the combined to the European People's Party, Socialists and Democrats, the Liberals and the Greens. The latter one, the two last ones, they are the winners of this election in terms of seats. Nevertheless, the strongest groups remain, first of all, the PPE group and then the Socialists. 4 groups means more difficult to compromise than in the past, because there 2 groups, Socialists and PPE, were sufficient to make a major majority and to decide most issues. So it will be more complicated for the European Parliament to come to compromises. But nevertheless, may also mean more progress on some issues. First of all, however, the most important thing to decide is about people. Who will be the next president of the European Parliament? This will be decided. You will learn it in the newspapers, together with the European Council, who has an important say in that. There will also be a new Parliament president. There will be a new president of the European Council. There will be a new president of the European Central Bank. There will be a new High Representative for the External Relations. So all this means that there is a lot of discussion needed to distribute all these new jobs. Once that's done, the next very important step and very difficult and complicated decision will be about the multi-annual financial framework. This is, of course, one important point also on our list of justice and peace. We wanted to have more territorial justice, more justice among territories. In the single market, we have too strong and very impressive regional disparities. Some regions are really lagging, and others, metropoles, are gaining in growth, in employment, so this needs to be corrected. We hope that with the next multi-annual financial framework, we have this corrected. Hope for that. We will have good progress on food waste, because this belongs to the circular economy, with the progress of the Greens, with the progress of the importance of the climate debate during the election campaign. We can hope that there will be new good signs from our point of view. Finally, human rights and business. We were pleading for international binding regulations on this matter. Not sure whether that will really happen, will come through, because liberals and conservatives and PPE and even some socialists are not always in favor of these ideas, so we'll have to go on and continue to advocate. And finally, the last point on our wish list, on our list of suggestions, was about arms exports, and there also justice and peace will need to go on and make relevant and important steps to advocate more binding agreements to limit arms exports from the European Union companies. So, to conclude, to sum up, good that so many Europeans went to vote. Good also that the extremes and populists didn't get much ground. Good also for good news also for our goal to do more to reduce and diminish food waste. Good also, I think, and I hope, in view of the regional disparities and more territorial justice, we may be more cautious on human rights and business at the international level. This was our third major issue. And finally, arms export, and to diminish arms exports, reduce arms exports from the European Union companies to other countries out of the world. That will be complicated, and we will continue to focus on that, of course. So see you next time, perhaps again in a cafe, which is, as I repeat, the symbol of European identity. A very lovely one, a nice one, that I continue to have my coffee and reflect, discuss, exchange a bit about what goes on and what will be the next steps in Europe. Bye-bye.